Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of VGC Prep. Today we're actually going back onto Battle Spot. Yeah, that battle yesterday, I spoke enough about it earlier, but I just gotta say, I did not like that battle. Neither of us actually liked that battle. Both of us said it was probably one of the worst battles we've ever had. And that, I don't know, I think we both played well, but all three battles actually ended up being solely resolved due to hacks, and that's not fun. Best 2 out of 3 is supposed to absolve wins due to hacks. So that inspired the question of the day today, which is, what is the worst battle you've ever had? Now, I gotta say that is one of the worst. One of the other worst is, we've had it on the channel before, it was a singles match, also in a draft league, but obviously singles, and it was Shuckle versus Togetic, and just knowing those two, you can know that it went for hours. No, not actually hours, but it went for really long. I ended up forfeiting that battle because I was just like, this is ridiculous. We could have kept going, but it was already like at 80 plus turns, and I was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore, so I gave up. And had I had Toxic instead of Power Split, that would have been a different story, and that was the battle that determined to get rid of Power Split for Toxic on my Shuckle set. That was not fun. Alright, so getting back to business, we've got a Jolteon, Greninja, Aerodactyl, Garchomp, Scizor, and Blaziken. So I'm going to start off with Dusclops. Greninja screws around with my mind, so I'm going to start off with Dusclops. I'm also going to start off with Camerupt. I've mentioned this before, the reason I like starting off with Camerupt against Greninjas is because it forces them to ignore the Trick Room setter, because Camerupt is such a potent threat. Now, I'm expecting that Aerodactyl to lead, to be quite honest with you, and they do get Taunt. And I'm trying to decide who might be a good backup plan. Obviously, if I bring Aromatisse, I can get Trick Room up pretty relatively easily. Just have to watch out for the Scizor and the Greninja. If I bring Electros, I do have Fire Punch, which doesn't KO Mega Scizor, but it KOs regular Scizor. Yeah, I'd say I'll bring Electros in the back. No, I don't see Electros being useful. I'm gonna bring Tyranitar and Aromatisse. Yeah, I like, once I looked up and I realized that Electros really doesn't hit anything that Tyranitar hits better, not really worth it. And plus, when I have Mega Camerupt, I'm sorry for the mouse being on the screen, I don't really have to worry too much about Scizor, so we'll hope he starts off without Aerodactyl. Depending on what he starts off with, he might just go for Tailwind. I don't know. Jolteon and Garchomp, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. He can't really go for Earthquake without protecting with his Jolteon first, right? Yeah, so that's good for me. King's Rock. Oh no, please not. And it looks like Focus Sash. So I'm going to go for Trick Room here. And I'm going to go for Mega Evolve and Protect. That's definitely what I think is the best. King's Rock is going to suck. But I'm hoping it protects since it's King's Rock, and he goes for Earthquake. Because what that'll let me do is I'll get some damage off onto Garchomp with Pain Split, hopefully getting my HP back. And then I can KO it with Earth Power. And if I get Trick Room up, Jolteon's not staying in. No way, no how. I'm going to really try to refrain from over-predicting. Even if he doubles into the Dusclops, sans the King's Rock, I should be able to survive both a Dragon Claw and a Thunderbolt and still get Trick Room up. So that's not a problem for me right now. I'm not too concerned about that. Now, unless one of these things are running Taunt that I don't know about, I don't know which of these would really be running Taunt, but who knows. So I Mega Evolve into Camerupt like I said before, and I'm expecting even a double attack into Dusclops will still let me survive. I'm bulky as all hell. Volt Switch. Okay, so yeah, you're probably going to go... Actually, no, you might still be going for Earthquake. That would still be pretty good for me, because you could Volt Switch into... What did you have that could take an Earthquake? I mean, I'm sure we're about to find out. I'm pretty certain you're going to be going for Earthquake. If you went for Volt Switch, it means you probably don't have Protect, which means you're probably going to go for Earthquake. Which means you're probably switching into something that doesn't mind Earthquake. Okay, so that thing does mind Earthquake. Gotta say, that wasn't a very smart plan. Yeah. Not a very smart plan there. So I'm gonna burn the Garchomp. We know it's Focus Sash. So I'm gonna burn it, and I'm going to go for Heat Wave. The reason I'm going for Heat Wave is because Greninja. It will still KO the Greninja. It will still do a decent amount of damage to the Garchomp, and even though I'm going to be taking an Earthquake, I'm really hoping I don't miss the burn here, because that's going to be pretty crucial. And I missed the burn. Oh man, I should still survive the Earthquake though. Not well, but I do still survive the Earthquake, so that's not a terrible thing. I can still Pain Split here, so it's really not that big of a deal. Blaziken really doesn't bother me, so I'm gonna just Pain Split the Garchomp here and go for Earth Power onto the Garchomp. That will actually KO it from here, come to think of it. I'm expecting the Blaziken to protect. Doesn't get priority from what I can recall, so Earth Power is gonna scare it. Yeah. Alright, I guess I could just Pain Split with the Blaziken next turn. Not a big deal, because I'm pretty damn sure that this will take this out. I forgot about Speed Tears, but that's fine, because I know Earth Power is a pretty strong move. That I just kind of messed up there with the Speed Tears, and that could have been really, really, really bad for me. But we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. So he took out the Greninja, so he has the Jolteon left, so we can Earth Power that and Pain Split the Blaziken. Blaziken can't really touch our Dusclops, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm going to Pain Split the Blaziken. I can't burn it, obviously, but I'm going to Earth Power the Jolteon. I think going for a Greninja that turn was a better play. Jolteon does have Protect. Again, not a really big deal. I do have Tyranitar on the back, so I'm not too concerned about that. And I really don't care if he takes out my my Dusclops here. Wow, I didn't get all my HP back. That's not good. Brick Break. Oh, I thought you were going to go for the Dusclops. I was like, got some news for you, buddy. I think I'll bring in Aromatisse here because we still have some Trick Room left. No, because he's going to Protect, isn't he? Well, I'll bring in Aromatisse. I don't think I have much of a choice there. And I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp onto the Jolteon. I'm going to Draining Kiss the Blaziken. And oh, he's not going to Protect. Okay, I would have doubled into him, but I kind of figured he'd Protect. All Blaziken users protect every other turn. Draining Kiss won't take this out. No way, no how. Yep, didn't think so. But I even with Nightshade, I wouldn't have taken it out. Now he does go for Shadow Ball. That is an interesting choice. That doesn't really do very much to me. Poison Jab. Oh, shoot. I survive. Cool. Ha! Did not know that thing got Poison Jab. Cool. Trick Room? Over? Right? I don't think so. Yep. Damn it. I'll Protect and go for Trick Room again. Unless he predicts that. No. Yep, that should be fine. Protect and Trick Room, because he could take me out really quickly here if he goes for Poison Jab. Yep, he goes for Poison Jab, good. Shadow Ball, yes, I should survive that, right? I don't. Ah, I knew I would. I knew I would. Damn it. I knew I would survive that. That's annoying. That's not fun. Trying to think, if I bring out Tyranitar here, is he gonna go for Tyranitar? I think so. Or should I just double into it? I'm trying to think. Tyranitar poses the biggest threat to him right now, so I'm gonna go for Protect. Oh, I don't have Protect, I'm Assault Vest. Then I'll go for Rock Slide. Then I forgot I was Assault Vest. And I'm gonna Helping Hand boost Tyranitar. It might be a silly play. I honestly, had that Shadow Ball not crit me, I would have won right there. Yep, he's gonna Brick Break me. Yeah, no, had he not crit me, I probably would have won right there, because Blaziken would have gone down to the next turn of Draining Kiss and Shadow stuff. Shadow stuff. So that's really unfortunate. Not that this battle counts for nothing, and I know that I definitely would have won, because even even if he protected with the Blaziken, I would still have three more turns left with Trick Room, and I could have very easily just taken him out from there. You know, it's really not a big deal. So that crit rather was very crucial. Very crucial indeed. Because Jolteon cannot touch the Tyranitar. I forgot that it was Assault Vest. Right, it's Assault Vest. It's Assault Vest, and it is in the sand. No way Jolteon is beating that. So as long as I got rid of the Blaziken, which was what was going to happen the next turn, because a 50 damage plus the Draining Kiss would have 100% taken out that Blaziken. And even if it didn't, I'd still have Trick Room up. And if he went for Protect, I'd get him the next turn with Tyranitar. So it really, that was a pretty crucial crit. That's fine. As long as I know that I was doing well in that battle, that's all that really matters to me. Obviously, it's a loss, and in a tournament, it's a loss, but hey, hacks happens as long as I know and everyone else can see that it wasn't just me, and I didn't make any well, I made some mistakes, but not game changers. I wonder if I could have taken out that Blaziken if I went with my original plan with Protect and Draining Kiss. I wonder if Sand would have taken it out. Come to think of it, it probably would have. And that was one of the mistakes. So I probably still could have won that battle. Oh well. It looks like we've got a rain team. I love rain teams. Alright. We've got Rotom Heat. I was going to say Thundurus. That is not Thundurus. That is Windurus. No, it's not Windurus. What am I saying? Tornadus, Kingdra, Toxicroak, Politoed, and Scizor. Dusclops, great lead, I think. Yeah, we're going to do Dusclops Electros. Yeah, man. Yeah, what are you going to do to that lead? I mean, if you start off with... Tornadus does get taunt, right? I think they all get taunt. All those little genie people. I think Aromatisse is not a good idea. I think if we bring Sand, that will be a possibility of a good idea, because there's a lot of things that we can use Tyranitar for. I kind of want to bring Tangrowth, but that leaves my team entirely physical. And I really want to bring Camerupt, because it does hit a lot of things really hard. Yeah, I'm going to bring Camerupt as a very, very last backup. We basically need to get rid of the Politoed in order for that to happen. Now, he can start off with the Politoed all he wants. Bro, I got the T-Tar. So, yeah, I like T-Tar because it's really slow. I probably could have started off with T-Tar, actually, come to think of it. No, because Electros is a little bit better, because this way I can switch in. You know, if I start off with T-Tar, he's going to be like, oh, I can really see that, and oh, I'm just going to switch out and attack it. You know, maybe he'll start off with Scizor. That'd be pretty awesome if he starts off with Scizor. I like having the weather changers in the back, and since this isn't a Mega Pokemon that's setting the weather, we can very easily... See, he did start off with Scizor, expecting the Tyranitar. I knew it. I got the smarts, guys. I got the smarts. So I'm pretty much expecting Sharpbeak and a Mega Scizor. So you're gonna go for knockoff, right? That's the only issue. I could actually bring in Camerupt here. That would be a pretty solid move. And I'm just gonna Fire Punch the Scizor. I know the Tornadus is probably gonna switch out here. Not sure what he would switch out into. Maybe Kingdra? Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm gonna switch out Dusclops because I'm expecting a Tornadus with the Taunt. It would be kind of risky with the Electros, but it would also stop me from getting Trick Room up. So I'm kind of hoping this is the right play. And he's probably going to knock off the Camerupts. Oh, excuse me. I just had lunch, so I'm hiccuping. I hiccup when I'm full. It's weird. I know. I'm expecting a knockoff. So Taunt, predicted right, and a knockoff. Swords Dance! Oh, even better. It really is much better that he went for that. Because now I got that Fire Punch off. It's not going to KO, I don't think. No. Okay. So now, what I do is I Mega Evolve. And he's probably going to switch out the Scizor, so I'm going to Earth Power it. And I'm also going to Wild Charge it. I think that's the right play. Because if he switches out into Politoed here, at the very least, if he switches out Tornadoes for the Politoed, it's going to take, I think, a Wild Charge, which is good. Even if it takes the Earth Power, that's fantastic. So either way, the Scizor, I mean, it might take out the Electros here. It depends on what he does. It really does. But this will, if he takes out the Electros, I take out the Scizor, and that gives me a safe switch into T-Tar. So I don't have to switch out Camerupt. Well, I will for Dusclops, but you catch my drift. Let's just see. Let's just see what he does with the Scizor. Scizor goes for Protect! Oh, that is not what I was hoping you would do! Oh, no! Oh, I didn't even think he would have Protect. Alright. Do I stay in? I know that seems like a really bad play. I'm trying to think. Camerupt switching out is just way too obvious, you know? But at the same time, why wouldn't he? Because he could probably just take out the Electros with one shot, you know? So I'll switch into Dusclops here. And I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go for Drain Punch on the Scizor. I'm hoping that's the right play here. Because even if that doesn't work out and the Electros goes down, A, I get a free switch in with Dusclops. So that's always not a problem. And B, I can come in and reset the rain. And go for, like, Protect, because he's going to Bullet Punch me, because he's at +2. Walkin'. Ah, interesting. He goes for Bug Bite. Maybe he predicted... Oh, I don't survive that, of course not. Maybe he probably predicted the T-Tar to come in there. Ate my Lumberry. That doesn't help. And he goes for Icy Wind. Why would you go for Icy Wind? Don't know that. Alright, I'm still in a bad position. I'm going to bring in Tyranitar here. I wonder if I can go for Trick Room here. Am I safe to do that? I wonder. I wonder if I'm safe to do that. I'm going to go for Trick Room. He went for Bug Bite. I wonder if he doesn't... Well, no, Bug Bite's stronger, so that's a better idea. And just in case he didn't switch out. He might go for Bullet Punch, so I'm going to switch into Camerupt here. That seems weird, I know. But I don't think the Politoad's staying in. I really don't see it having a reason to stay in. I'm just really hoping the Scizor doesn't have knockoff. We've seen Protect and Swords Dance and Bug Bite. So whatever move he goes for next, if it's not one of those three, we'll know for sure what he has. And if he goes for Bullet Punch, then we know he doesn't have knockoff, which means he can't beat the Dusclops. And even if he does damage us here, we can... That's not a problem. So that's what this turn's about. If he goes... He's taking a while, so I have a feeling he might not... He's not switching out, though, because I'm definitely slower than these guys. So we'll see what he does here. I can very well beat this... But, oh, he protects. Okay, that's actually pretty good for me. And he goes for Bullet Punch. Okay, good. So, oh, onto the Dusclops. Oh, no. Maybe he DC'd or maybe I DC'd. Please tell me, because that was really good. I really like that play. Please. Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, please tell me it wasn't me. Oh, it was me. That means we're gonna have an issue. Oh, no. No, not again. Oh, man. I don't know how long we've been recording for, but at this point, it's not worth trying again. That's really unfortunate. I wonder how that battle would have gone. I'm not happy about that. I don't DC ever. Oh, man. I wonder how that would have gone. Because now, you know, we have Sand and, whatchamacallit. I think, honestly, what I probably would have done is just gone for the simple Earth Power on the Politoad, even though that's really obvious. Because even if he switches out, I would still take out the Scizor with Nightshade. Then he would switch in the Politoad, and I would protect... Well, he would switch in the Politoed, and I'm wondering, if I were to just go for Earth Power on the Politoed right there, it would KO it, probably. I'm not really sure what I would have done from there. It really depended on what he would do. Damn, I really wanted to see the end of that battle. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Peace.